Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. That was Nigeria Super Falcons player Francisca Odega having some fun there as they landed in Accra, where they will be playing the semi-final of the Awcon Women's Cup of Nations. It was a good note to start on after a very bad weekend for Ghana football. All our ladies came out of the tournament they were in, and it was really sad. I'm your host Salas Fiawe, and I welcome you to Sahara Football. So now today we are going to talk about the Under-17 Women's World Cup. Where did the Black Maidens go wrong, and also what we have learned so far, and we'll look at the reactions of the coach and some of the players after the game. So last night the Black Maidens faced Mexico in the quarter-final. They had to beat Mexico to move to the semi-final. Remember, in the previous two occasions they had come out at this stage, they couldn't make it past the quarter-final stage, and no African team had won 4 games in a row. There was a tall order, but we had hope and had faith that we could pull through. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. We first scored our goal. Mokarama Abdullahi, as usual, found the back of the net for Ghana, the thumping header after a cross, and she found the net, and we were 1-0 up. And a hugely controversial decision by the referee pegged us back. It appeared Nicole Perez of Mexico was tripped, but further replay showed that she tripped herself. She wasn't touched by the Ghana defender, and I don't know why VAR is still not being used. FIFA have fought so hard to have this rule implemented in the last World Cup. We saw how effective it was. We are seeing how effective it is in La Liga and some of the top leagues. The Premier League is implementing it next season, and I don't know why at the 17 Women's World Cup they couldn't implement it to save us all these talks about controversial refereeing decision. The referee would have had a replay, seeing that she had clipped herself and not giving that penalty. But it happened. They got the penalty and they scored from the spot. Nicole Perez scored from the spot to bring back Mexico on level peggings. Ghana found another gear and scored the second goal. Susie came from the bench and scored the second goal for Ghana, and we were in control once again. But another a goalkeeping decision. We saw what happened with the Black Queens. A very poor decision, bringing down the player in the box and getting us a penalty that pegged us back. And in this case, it was a shot that seemed to be harmless, but the goalkeeper couldn't save it, and it was 2-2. We went into the penalty shootout, and it was 4 kicks from 2 of our players. Mexico had a lot of work done. They scored all their spot kicks and they move on to the semi-final, where they will face Canada. Canada beat Germany 1-0 after our game last night, and it's now Mexico-Canada in the semi-final. So that was it for the Under-17 Women's World Cup. And after the game, the Mexicans sought to console our Black Maidens. You can see here in your picture. Yeah, there's a video consoling our Black Maidens after we lost the game, and on the cruel circumstances. Penalty shootout, straight to penalty shootout. There's no extra time in the women's Under-17 football, and we got out of the game, and we are out of the Under-17 Women's World Cup. I ran a poll on my channel, and a lot of people thought the Maidens could make it to the final. I was one of those who really thought they could go all the way, but unfortunately we couldn't. We have learned our lessons. Hopefully we should overcome this hurdle next time. I think this is the 3rd consecutive time we've not overcome this hurdle. It is really something that we have to force to overcome. Now let's listen to what the coach Ivan Sadote said after the game. I don't think he was really happy, Bunny. And after the game, it was reported he was blaming the goalkeepers. Personally, I don't feel lashing out to your players in front of the media was good. But in this interview, I think he had calmed down, and let's listen to what he said.
Disappointing. Why? Because my main target was to cross this barrier, but unfortunately I'm edged out, so there is nothing I can say. We have to go back and then see how we prepare against the next edition. Collectively, my team didn't do badly. We took the lead. The opposition came on level terms. We took the lead again. They came on level terms. I will not attribute the defeat to lack of concentration or maybe bad performance, but it happens. It happens in the game. We played against a good side. It is all about development. Every country came into this tournament eager to steal the show. Yeah, we have top clubs. The two finalists, Japan and then DP Korea, they were edged out yesterday. It happens. So I cannot blame myself. I cannot blame my players.
Maidens coach Ivan Sadote saying that his main aim was to overcome this hurdle. Unfortunately, he wouldn't overcome it, and he was really sad about that. We are all sad about that, and we hope that the Maidens come back stronger. And we are happy that they did Ghana proud. They did us proud. So kudos to the Maidens. Forget the results. They did really great. They gave us beautiful football. And Mukarama Abdullahi made history. The all-time highest African goal scorer in the Under-17 Women's World Cup. She has 7 goals in 4 matches. I hope she wins the Golden Boot. No one else has that many goals. I hope she wins the Golden Boot, and at least an award, individual award for her would be enough for me. She was on top. She was great on the night. What a tournament she has had. She deserved to be the semi-final or the final at least, but it wasn't meant to be, and we are out of the competition. And that's for the Black Maidens. Now the African Women's Cup of Nations. You can see Francisca Odega was in high spirits at the beginning of this video. They have arrived in Accra to play their semi-final with Cameroon. Now Nigeria will face Cameroon, and Mali will face South Africa for a place in the final. This is the semi-final clash. Nigeria will be playing in Accra, Mali and South Africa will be playing in Cape Coast. Now the consensus on my channel is that a lot of people feel Nigeria will win this tournament, and I'm forced to agree. But as this has shown us, the past few weeks has shown us, nothing is for certain, nothing is for sure. Form is temporary. The form doesn't determine who wins the tournament, but on this current form, Nigeria are favorites to win the tournament. It's going to be interesting. I'll bring you updates on the games as and when I get them. Tomorrow, Nigeria will face Cameroon, and as well, the same fixture will be played tomorrow, South Africa versus Mali. Black Queens exited Awcon Women's Cup of Nations 2018, which we are hosting, and many people are calling for the head of coach Bashir Hayford. Now, he has stated emphatically that he's going nowhere and he's staying. Let's listen to what Bashir Hayford said after the game.
So it also pains them. It pains me, it pains everybody, and it pains Ghanaians. So it means we have to put our asses together and see how we can rejuvenate the female football and move ahead.
What are you going to resign?
Oh, I don't think so. I've not done anything that I should resign. If I've committed any blunder, yes, I will willingly. My job is to come and coach them, play tournament. And if we play, I don't think if you take 32 teams to World Cup, 31 will resign. And you may only one because one person will win. I don't think that is the issue. But somebody appointed.
Bashir Hayford there stating emphatically that he's not going anywhere, and that if 2 countries go to a World Cup and only one wins, does that mean the other 31 will lose their job? Yeah. I think that's an interesting analogy by the coach. He's going nowhere. He feels he hasn't done anything wrong, and I'm inclined to agree with him. But he's a coach and he should do better. So guys, that's it for today. Sad note, Ghana could not make it to the next round of the Under-17 World Cup, and our African Women's Cup of Nations. We failed to make it to the semi-final. So we won't effectively be in the 2019 World Cup because the 3 spots left will have been filled by one of the teams there. So in the semi-final currently. So that has been it for today. I'm your host, Elas Fiawi. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and click the notification bell. And thank you guys. We have passed 11,000 subscribers. I couldn't even get time to and thank you. It was so quick and swift. I just love the way you guys are subscribing to the channel. I'm so happy about that. 11,600 almost, and let's get to 20,000 together. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.